I think it's time for one of those reviews or something, and I'm supposed to be reviewing this new season of Beavis and Butthead or something, and Butthead. Yeah, I was to do a review of this new season or something, and I was like talking like a lot of crap about it, but I do like some new episodes, and like most of this series is way more funnier than the last season of last year. So let's get into it. All right. Get into it. So these are like the episodes that I've like rewatched and looked at, and half of these I think are pretty funny, and the others are like they're like all right or something. Like Meditation sucks. It really did suck, but it actually was pretty fucking hilarious though. And yeah, it's like one of the really funny ass episodes to watch. And then there was Polling Place and Polling Place. That one actually was pretty funny though. I didn't really mind that episode. Old Man Beavis is like one of those other episodes where Beavis went to go meet that old broad, and he ended up trying to score with her, and he didn't score with her because I actually blocked him and tried to get with her myself. And this old guy came in here and started beating his ass, and that was pretty funny. Worst story was that old guy Tom Anderson. He's this guy who's just old, and he talked about war stories or something. It was all right. You know, I didn't really mind that episode. There was that hunting trip, and it's all about like shooting stuff, and really didn't shoot anything that really. But that was pretty all right. Pardon our dust. Oh yeah, that one. That was like about old Beavis and Butthead, and they're like on the podium, and they're saying stuff, and about fire and all that other stuff. That was all right also. You know, this season's still actually better than the last season. I would prefer this season than last season because most of the season last year wasn't really that great. Pranks is just pranks. It's just, it wasn't really that funny at all. It's just that these people think they're good people or something, and they think Beavis and Butter are actually good people, in which they were not really good people. But yeah, this wasn't really that funny to me. But like my favorite one, it has to be Meditation Sucks in this first list or something. All right, let me cut the crap for a second. So let's review these other episodes. You can see right here that a lot of these I didn't really like. You know, Hellhole, 5 out of 10, because it's just what happens with this episode. Beavis and Butthead fall into a fucking a sewer hole, and fucking they think they're in hell, and they end up hitting some kind of fire or some shit like that, and it blow a big giant fire out of the sewer hole or something like that. It's just, I didn't really find it that funny. I mean, it was kind of funny, but other times it's not really that funny. I think the music videos were better, I think. The music videos, whatever you want to call them. Don't really do music videos all the time anymore. It's like always like YouTube videos or regular videos and stuff like that. You know, reality shows. You know, I don't mind when they make fun of reality shows. I don't mind it at all. But next episode, Take a Bow. Now, this episode seems very, very odd. And the reason why I say it seems odd is because seeing Butthead praying and saying that he's sorry for hurting Beavis and stuff, I'm like, that's not Butthead's character at all. It's like Mike Judge is going very soft for his characters lately. Butthead is apologizing for hitting Beavis in the balls? For doing the Take a Bow thing? What the fuck? I mean, don't get me wrong, this episode is still kind of funny, but that is not how Butthead's character would be like. Like, I don't know what's going on, because Butthead would never, ever be that soft for Beavis at all. He's never like that. He never apologizes. He never says sorry and stuff like that. What he does in other episodes of this new series. But see him pray, say he's sorry. He's praying to God. He's like, I'm sorry for doing a take a bow to Beavis and stuff like that. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? This is not Butthead's character at all. He never sorry. He's never soft like that. What is Mike Judge doing with his characters? Why are they so soft in this new series? Because, like I said, I wanted to pause the video after hearing Butthead praying and apologizing to God that he hurt Beavis. I was sitting there. I'm like, am I imagining things or something? Am I fucking seeing and hearing things right now? I hear Butthead apologizing to Beavis to God. Oh, all right, fuck it. Maybe you just make believe I didn't hear that and just move on to the next episode. Like I said, it's not a bad episode. I did find it funny, but not hilarious. But next episode, I didn't like this one at all. Tobacco farmers. So what happened here is Beavis and Butthead are in class. Van Driesen's talk about tobacco, how to grow tobacco. They're like, whoa, we can grow our own tobacco? So they go around the streets and they pick up cigarette butts and they start digging holes in some guy's garden, some hippie guy's garden, and start sabotaging the guy's garden and using a shovel to bury the cigarettes in the ground, which they barely bury it, but whatever. And these hippies show up. They're like, what the fuck's going on? Then all of a sudden, they're burying cigarettes. That they're telling them that they're burying cigarettes, and the hippie people are like, all right, cool. Here's a shovel. And they start destroying their shit again. And you're like, hey, why the fuck you keep destroying our shit? And they don't beat up Beavis and Butthead. They're beating them up. The end. That wasn't really that funny. I don't like these fucking background characters. They're too soft and they're not interesting at all. Where the fuck is where's Buzzcut? Where's fucking Todd? Where's goddamn McDicker? Where are these other characters? What the fuck? Are you kidding me with this shit? Where's all these fucking dorky ass background corny ass characters? What the fuck is all these losers? These background characters are lame. Don't get me wrong, they're fucking lame as shit. So next episode, Married. This is about old Beavis and Butthead. They don't know that they're getting married to each other. They think they're marrying themselves and that lady at the marriage license thing. Even though they got their car towed for not paying the fucking tickets or something like that. So they get married, blah, 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 blah. This girl used to beat them up, and now she likes them now because they're gay for each other, which she thinks they're gay for each other, but no, they just want to get married so they can bang all the chicks they want or something. Some bullshit. It's not really that funny. It's alright. Alright, next episode, Sad Boys. This is where Beavis and Butthead saw this fucking gothic kid who's he's from Twilight or something like that. He's depressed. And this black girl comes up to him, gives him a big hug, and they're like, wow, we need to start being sad so we can get chicks. So next scene, they're sitting in class, and they're saying that they're depressed and shit. Van Driesen decides to, I don't know, call the hospital on them. No. Actually, they go to the fucking office, and the lady's asking them questions about self-harm and stuff like that. And he was talk about jacking off or something like that. I thought that was pretty funny. And the lady's like, all right, I'm gonna call the hospital and shit. And next thing you know, they're in the hospital, and they're sitting in this room. They're holding people's hands and shit. I'm laughing my ass off because they don't want to hold each other's hands because that's fucking hilarious. They're making faces and shit, pissed off. Next thing you know, they leave that fucking room and go electrocute their ball sacks in the next room. You know what? Why do I have it 6 out of 10? I should have it 7 out of 10. My mistake. I should go fix that real quick. Hold on a second. Boop! There we go. I fixed it. So now it's 7 out of 10. Yeah, that actually was pretty funny. I don't know why I had 6 out of 10. That actually was pretty funny. Alright, next episode. Are you there, God? It's Beavis. So this one really surprised me because I thought this one's going to suck, but it didn't. So, yeah, this one really surprised me. I thought this one was going to suck. So, Beavis was on his knees praying. Like I said, it seems so weird seeing Beavis and Butthead praying and stuff like that. Because I don't know if I remember them doing that in the 90s, original 90s cartoon or not. But it just seems weird. is Mike Judge Christian or something? Like, am I missing something? I think he is. I don't know. So yeah, Beavis is praying. Then cuts to. Oh, it's so hilarious. Fucking Beatrice is doing the telling the kids about puberty. Also, it cuts to Beavis and Butthead messing with a skunk outside of the fucking class, and Butthead's like, that skunk got whipped cream all over his face. That made like fucking laugh so hard. Like, this dude's fucking retarded. He said a skunk got fucking whipped cream all over his face. I laughed so fucking hard I had to pause the video. That shit was just fucking hilarious. And then the skunk attacks Beavis. It gives Beavis fucking rabies and shit. I laughed my fucking ass off when he got attacked by that fucking thing. Holy shit, that was fucking funny, man. The next thing you know, it cuts back to Beavis fucking praying and shit. And now Beavis got like rabies. He's like attacking everybody. He's like attacking everybody and shit. Oh man, that shit was just fucking funny as hell. That actually was a good episode though. It was pretty fucking hilarious. But the next episode was Butthead Went Too Far. So this one was pretty funny too. So what happened here is fucking, I think Beavis did some stupid shit outside of the house, like some kind of some weird water slide thing or something like that. I forgot what the fuck he was doing outside of the house with Butthead. I think he hit his head on the fucking house and he was knocked out for a while. Butthead think he's dead, so he goes back inside. He's like, oh well. Next thing you know, Beavis comes back inside. He got like a sunburn on his back. And Beavis keeps fucking with him. He slaps him on the back like, ow! But Beavis like, ow! Slap him on his back and shit. And fucking Beavis want to get revenge against Butthead. He decides he's going to hire a hitman. So he goes around walking around the street looking for somebody. He goes to this fucking guy, this old guy in the diner. Because he was talking about, Beavis was talking about Goodfellas, the movie. He's looking for like a hitman or something like that. Even though Goodfellas is about mobsters, not about hitmen. But whatever. Well, I think fuck it. So he goes to the diner. He bothers this stranger at the diner. This old guy. He shows fucking the old guy a picture of Butthead. And Beavis like, I stole this picture from my uncle, from Butthead's uncle. Don't tell Butthead about it. Like, that should be fucking a laugh too. I was like, laugh my ass off. And fucking the old guy's like, you should go to Home Depot or something like that. You want to hire somebody to fix that house or something. So he goes to Home Depot. He talks to the fucking guy. I don't care if it's called Home Warehouse. It's Home fucking Depot, okay? So he goes to Home Depot. He fucking talks to that guy. He's like, all right, I can fix that house. I can hire my boys to come fix that house. Which Beavis thinks he's hiring hitmen to go kill Butthead. So next scene, fucking Beavis and Butthead is on the couch. And Beavis wait for those hitmen to show up. Then Beavis goes outside. He's like, he changes his mind about them, quote unquote, killing Butthead. But the guys were pissed off because they wasted all their time coming there to fix the house. And Beavis tells them to fuck off. And Butthead tells the guys to just slap his back because he has like a bad sunburn. And they all slap his back. The end. That I thought that was pretty funny too. Don't get me wrong on that. I thought that was pretty funny. All right, so let's continue. I finished watching all of them now, so yeah, you can see right here, I didn't like a lot of them in this series. I feel like this is worse. I feel like this new season is kind of worse. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, last season wasn't that great either, but this season, once again, it's mixed. And most of these I don't even like. Like the War Stories #2 with, Tom Aaron to tell his war stories. This time it's about he's trying to fix somebody's windshield wipers or something. I mean, it's kind of funny because he supposed to be in the army. He was doing army shit instead of fixing windshield wipers and shit. But I guess it wasn't that bad, It was funny at times, but I don't know. I'm not really digging the whole War Stories short thing they do with Tom Anderson here. But it's all right, I guess. It's that short story episode, what do you want to call it? Then there's Spring Break. And this is like one of the worst episodes. This is just not funny. So what happens here is Beavis and Butthead shows up to school. They try to go inside school. The doors are closed. And it's the holidays, which they think is spring break. So the thing is, they decide to, put themselves in a box. They mail themselves to Florida. And they spell Florida wrong because, they're stupid. And it's supposed to be funny. Before I continue, I remember that one time I watched that music video where Beavis and Butthead watching this guy mail himself in a mailbox. Not mail himself in a mailbox, but put himself in a box to mail himself. And Beavis was like, bow, 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 bow. Him like singing that song. And then Buzz getting mad, keeps slapping him, he keeps doing it. That's like one of my favorite music videos. I guess that they're like referencing that music video, I guess. So they put stuff in a fucking box to mail stuff to Florida, but a dumpster truck picks them up and puts them into the junkyard. And they think they're at fucking Florida Beach, where all the babes are at or something. They start doing much of this goofy shit. Beavis drinks some weird milk carton full of some gray stuff. You know, he takes like Jello shots or something. And they end up dying there because they're in this abandoned truck. They're in this abandoned car, and this machine picks them up and throws it inside that wood chopper thing or thing that destroys, metal, stuff like that, and they died. The end. That's the end of the episode. It's just, the ideas for these episodes is just, they're not interesting or funny at all. It's just, I don't know what they come up with for these episodes. It just feels very lazy. Because the next one is called The Warrior. And this is about this guy Beavis pisses off at school, and he wants to fight him after school. So Butthead decides to train him like it's the Karate Kid movie or something. And he tells Beavis to go buy him a bunch of nachos to eat. And he comes back with a whole bunch of nachos for Butthead to eat. And he eats like all of it, and he gets full. I mean, I guess that was kind of funny. The next thing you know, Beavis and Butthead is like training Beavis how to fight or something, and just like the Karate Kid movie or something. And afterwards, they go outside, and the bully's not even there. He's not outside to fight him. So Beavis and Butthead decide to beat each other up. The end. Really? Are you kidding me? Butthead trains him all this whole time, so they just go outside, and the guy's not even fucking there? What? Okay. What the fuck? Like, seriously, what's with these episodes? Like, it's not even funny. It's just very lazy. I'm just watching this shit. I'm like, hopefully something really funny happens in this, and nothing really happens. The guy wasn't even show up to fight Beavis at all. He wasn't even there. Like I said, this is just fucking next episode. This is about old Beavis and Butthead, and they decide to go to this place and I don't know, not have kids anymore. They go to this doctor to get rid of their ball sack so they won't have kids anymore or some shit like that. And they start having daydreams about their children and stuff like that. And they need to just change their mind, and they just leave the doctor's place, and the end. That's it. That's all episode's about, and it's not really that funny at all. Next one, Stolen Valor. I keep forgetting what this one's about. I watched this before, not that long ago. Stolen Valor. Old Beavis and Butthead, another old Beavis and Butthead, bluffed their way through an American Legion meeting. Oh yeah, that one. This was very confusing because, the reason why I say it's confusing, because this is old Beavis and Butthead. It's somehow Tom Anderson is still alive. Like, what the fuck? Is this Tom Anderson's son, Tom Anderson Jr.? Like, I'm confused with this whole timeline shit. Well, what is Tom Anderson doing alive? He's like 125 years old or something? What the fuck? What is going on here? Like, are you fucking shitting me with this? Whatever. I'm not Mike Judge. I'm not writing this shit, so I'm not writing this weird fucking crazy shit. So, this whole episode is about Beavis and Butthead, old Beavis and Butthead. They're at this bar, and they hang out with Tom Anderson and his war buddies, drinking and eating peanuts and stuff like that. And next thing you know, Beavis and Butthead put the wrong flag up. They put like a Vietnam flag up instead of a American flag. So Tom Anderson and his buddies get pissed off and they just beat the shit out of them. The end. That's basically what it's about. I mean, it's not a bad episode. I mean, there's some parts that make me laugh about this. But like most of these episodes just end with them just getting their ass kicked. I mean, yeah, that did happen in the original series, but it actually was more funnier when they did it in the original series. Even in the 2011 reboot, they did it funnier when they get their ass kicked. Here it's just like very typical and very cliche. It wasn't really creative at all. You just, okay, time to get their ass kicked. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right episode. Next episode, Breeding Frenzy. Now this one sucks ass. This one fucking sucks. So what happened here is Beavis and Butthead decides to quote unquote get a dog, even though they don't get a dog, they get a raccoon, which they before in the season last year they call it a bear, but this season they call it a dog, and they want the quote unquote dog to have sex with the other dogs. It's stupid. It's not even funny. And the dog gets attacked by the raccoon, and the episode ends. The end. It's not funny. It's just not funny. But this one's funnier. Needle dicks. This one's pretty funny. So, Beavis and Butthead are in class. Van Dries is talking to them, saying, "You guys don't pay attention to class, and you guys don't focus." So he sends them to this doctor, and they put needles in their faces or something like that. Butthead don't want that shit in his face, so he beat the shit out of the doctor, which I thought was pretty funny. But Beavis likes that shit. He likes the needles in his face. And he feels relaxed and calm and shit like that. And Butthead just hates it. He hates staring at fucking Beavis' face like that. And I thought it was pretty funny, especially the ending where he ended up fucking sticking his dick in one of those needles. And he's like, "Ah, my slug!" I mean, that was pretty funny. I didn't mind that episode. Next episode is the Chapada Zone. Well, this could have been a lot funnier, but they went with the funnier thing. So this episode is about Beavis and Butthead. They're at their job at Burger World once again, which that's a barely thing they do in this new season. Just like last season, it's just one episode they're at Burger World. And that episode was way funnier last season than this season's Burger World. This season's Burger World wasn't even that funny at all. So it's basically about just Butthead wearing a fucking burger costume, and these chicks take pictures with him, and he gets all horny about it, and he got grab one of their asses or something like that off screen or something. And one of the boyfriends gets pissed off about it and he wants to beat up the guy who's wearing a costume. So he puts it on Beavis, and Beavis gets his ass kicked by him. The end. Like, most of these episodes just end up them getting their ass kicked, or they're after a whole bunch of girls or stuff like that. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to keep saying it again. It was like that in the original series, but not all the fucking time. It's not like that every fucking episode they're after fucking chicks all the time like that. They did, like, different fucking things, you know? I don't know. It's just these episodes are just, like I said, they're very lazy written. It's that Mike Jones don't even want to do this shit anymore. He just want to get it over and go work on King of the Hill. Alright, so let's go to the next ones. The last 3. Okay, never mind. Last 4. So War Stories number 3 is about Tom Anderson's short story, War Stories again. And he talks about fixing somebody's sink in Vietnam or something like that. He fixed the guy's sink, and there's a war going on outside, and all of a sudden the Vietnam guy gets shot and killed, and he was like, okay. And he just talked about a story about fixing the guy's sink or something. I still don't find these war stories to be that funny. I just don't find it funny at all. I just don't get what's so hilarious about it. I don't get it. Next episode is about old Beavis and Butthead. They go to this warehouse, which basically makes fun of an Amazon warehouse. And here's the problem with this episode. Here's the problem. There is so many things you could have done with this episode when they work at Amazon. There's so many things they could have done. But instead, they went with the most stupidest, not funniest thing ever in this whole episode. So let me explain what happens. So old Beavis and Butthead decide to end up working at Amazon warehouse because of benefits, because they think they talk about friends with benefits or something like that, some sexual thing. So they go there, they go to the Amazon warehouse, and now they're starting their job there, and talk about benefits, the whole thing about their boss and their benefits. Like, oh, I guess we gotta bang the boss, I guess, or something like that. And then all of a sudden, this machine keep coming by back and forth, and they keep grabbing the Cheese Whiz, they keep drinking the Cheese Whiz over and over and over again. More robotic machines get closer to them, and they attack them, and the whole place explodes and fire. And the end, they come out all fine and still drinking Cheese Whiz, and the whole place is on fire. That's it? That's the best you come up with for this whole fucking episode? Really? Them drinking Cheese Whiz and the place sets on fire? Like I said, there's so many things you could have come up with this episode, and all is about just them just drinking Cheese Whiz and the place sets on fire and explodes? Like I said, it's just so lazy. It just, I don't know what he's doing with the show. It's just like he's not coming up with anything. I feel like this is worse than last season. Oh my god, this episode had so much fucking potential, man. I know I'm dragging this shit too long, but I'm just saying, Beavis and Butthead working at Amazon with one of the funniest shits ever, and this shit was wasted. It was fucking wasted. Next episode is about, this is not a weird one. This is about smart Beavis and Butthead, the aliens. You remember from that movie, Duty Universe? They come back again, and now it's about them. I'm like, wow, who cares about smart Beavis and Butthead? Did they really care about them? And they go into this fucking room with all the old characters from the original show. Fucking Todd, Big Dicker, and fucking Diarrhea. I'm like, well, first off, I don't give a shit about Diarrhea at all. I only care about is Todd, Buzzcut, and McDicker. Yeah, Buzzcut was there too. They're like all alien, all alien heads, just staring at smart Beavis and Butthead. I'm like, what the fuck? Now you make him return back to the show? Like, what? Are you fucking kidding me? Like seriously, that's like a big middle finger in your face. It's like, fuck you. This is the only time you get to see these characters. This is the only time you're going to see McDicker, Buzzcut, and Todd. Like I said, I don't care about Diarrhea. I never really cared about her. But still, this is like, are you fucking kidding me, Mike Judge? Now we get to see these characters? Like I said, this is a big old middle finger in your face. Like, fuck you, basically. Now they have returned as smart people, smart alien people. Like, oh, fuck you. Really? Like, that shit like really pissed me off when I saw that shit. I was like about to just stop watching this episode. I was like so fucking mad. But I continued, and it's not funny. All they do is just abduct Tom Anderson. Tom Anderson does the same thing again. He's just trying to fix something, and that's it. Oh yeah, and smart Beavis and Butthead lose their memory because they shot himself in the face. I thought they were smart. I'm guessing they're not smart. Whatever. Last episode is Sleepover. This kind of made it up. And just to point it out, the black kid in this episode is basically Black Stewart, basically. I kid you not, he's basically Black Stewart. So, yeah, they're hanging out at Black Stewart's house, and they're playing, I don't know, video games. Well, they're watching them play video games. And, like, Black Stewart hates them. And I'm like, why the fuck do you have Beavis and Butthead over your house if you hate them? I don't get it. Okay. And the parents come by and they're like, oh, wow, these are some nice kids. These guys are new friends? Let's have dinner together. So they start to have dinner together and this and that. And Black Stewart don't want him in the house. And Beavis and Butthead make jokes about his parents about to fuck each other or something like that. I thought that was kind of funny. But the thing is that that's funnier about Sleepover episode is the music video. Not music video, the YouTube video. That shit was way funny as hell. Way hilarious than this. I mean, we still get a great confolio in this because, the parents give him ice cream or something like that, and he starts eating everything else. He started making all these fucking Chinese noises and shit. I laughed my fucking ass off. I was like, all right, no, let me give it a 7 out of 10. It actually was pretty funny. Great confolio shows up and everything. Even though the fucking parents were pretty cringe. They were pretty fucking cringe. Like I said about these background characters, they're just lame as hell. They're just too fucking generic. I'm like, they're not even realistic. There's very generic fucking characters. These background people, they're just very generic. I guess I don't mind Black Stewart or Cleveland Jr. or what you want to fucking call him. I don't mind them. Even though it's like I said, it's this whole new season is like kind of worse than last season. It's just most of them is just shit, and some of them are funny. Like I didn't care about the fucking war stories. I don't care about smart Beavis and Butthead. Old Beavis and Butthead's all right, but I only care about the teenage Beavis and Butthead, the original guys. I don't care about these other fucking people. But somehow Todd, Buzzcut, and McDicker finally show up, but they show up as fucking aliens. Smart aliens. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? This, like I said, it's a big middle finger in your face. It's like, oh, you want these characters back? This is the only time you get to fucking see them, you fucking douchebag. It's like, oh, wow. That's just a shame to all our fans of Beavis and Butthead. This is what we get. That's it. That's all the time we get to see them. Like I said, I don't think I want to watch another season of this shit. It's just it's got worse. Even though, like I said, there are episodes I like, but a lot of it's just lazy writing. This is lazy writing, and it's like none of these are just interesting at all. It's like almost like the same shit, and it's just not well written at all. Like I said, even the 2011 reboot is way better than this episode. Well, no, I mean not this episode. This season and last season is way better. 2011 reboot, I like most of the episodes, like almost every episode of 2011 reboot, and they did it way better. Fucking Todd, Buzzcut, and fucking McDicker are in that shit. They were in there. Here, they just show up for like one episode as fucking aliens. That's fucking disgraceful to us fans. They just show up like one episode. Oh my god. Well, I'll see you for part 2. We're going to do reviews on the music videos and YouTube videos and other bullshit, I guess. Oh yeah, I forgot about the one episode called Hoarders. Wasn't really that funny either. And like I said, another thing is that the characters are way different in this series. Like I said, this is not Beavis and Butthead at all. They just seem like I don't get these characters. It's just not Beavis and Butthead to me. They would not act like this in the original series. Like they got too soft. They made these characters too soft. I don't like it.